this is Gamer CFC talking here. I'm going to do a review on a game that I've played since I was like 4 years old. I am now 18 and this is a game I'm going to review. This is Flashback for the SEGA Genesis / Mega Drive. Right. Now over in America it's called Flashback: The Quest for Identity, and it's just called Flashback over here, so I'll make this quite quick. I'm going to show you the video now. Now if you don't understand a word I'm saying, leave a comment and I'll improve on the next video, and if need be I'll redo a review on this game. But right now I'm just going to try this now, and it's my first review, so go easy. So this is Flashback here.
Well, before I can get right into this thing, I'm going to make it quite brief. The game was made by Delpine Software International, and also it was created by US Gold. Delpine Software International was a French developer, and I don't think they exist anymore. I don't know about US Gold though. I need to look back on that. Well, the game is quite simple. The main menu is really easy user interface, right? It's got start, password, options and demo. Start, you can start the game. Password, enter a password to start a new level. Options, your options, and demo, look at a computer controlled demo of the game. Anyway, the game starts where you're this man called Conrad, and in pursuit he loses his memory after a crash landing, and the game kicks off where you've got a drop down to a certain place and collect your holocube. Your holocube was that little square that fell off a cliff, or that thing. So what's unique about this game is the fact that you can interact with environment in the game. You can jump over hills. Oh, and this is the first enemy here. It's just a basic robot. If you don't like too much enemies in the game, you can always play the game in easy mode. I play it in normal mode just to give you the basics of what's actually in the game. That's why normal mode is simple enough. You can interact with stuff. You can roll, jump on ledges, climb, drop, shoot. You can do loads of stuff. You can walk as well, and you can crouch with your gun. You can watch this now, this is quite hard. You can run and aim your gun as soon as you drop on the ground. The enemies are quite simple in the sense that they only take minimum 1 hit to kill, maximum 5 or something I'd say. But the first level won't give you 5 kills to defeat an enemy unless you try and play the game on hard mode. I didn't really play the game on hard mode because I've always played it on normal, because maybe I might start playing it on hard mode since I think I deserve a challenge now since I've played it for so long. You're talking 10 years, maybe 12. The game is set in a futuristic environment. It's set in the year 2142, the game's set in. Now, this game is not the only game with that year set in it. You've had games like Battlefield and other stuff as well. Which is it's a very popular futuristic year for video games and others alike. These enemies are similar to the protagonist of the game, the character you play, in a sense that they can do similar gun shooting styles. They can run, jump, roll, do the same things as you. Another way of re-healing yourself is by use of recharging a battery. Now, the batteries you own in the game are your life source. You start with 4 batteries maximum. If you get hit, you lose a battery. If you get down to 0, you'll have 1 shot left before you die, and game over. The other way of re-healing yourself is to use the energy generator, which charges batteries, meaning it can maximise your life source. This game is, I'd say it's one of the best known. No, I wouldn't say best known. I'd actually say this game's quite overlooked in a sense. I've never really heard people mention it. I only know about it since it was my first ever game for the Sega. Another thing, if you knock them guys in the purple suits in the ground, they will fall. Another thing is the mines. As you've seen there, I get knocked down by a mine. Now, Another good thing about this game is the ability to interact with characters. You can interact with any civilian in the game, and whatever you say to them, they will answer back. Even if it is a good morning, they'll say good morning back to you. Simple. You will also need to sometimes interact with other characters in order to progress through the game and get answers to puzzles in order to continue through the game. Now this level, the second level, is like one of the longest running levels in the whole game. The fact that you have to use computers to get to different objectives, and it takes a real long while to do since the level's so long. You can also sidestep with a gun, and you can also use a force field, which I've not really got. Well, I have got, but I never really got to use for this review. You can climb up the edges, which is really good as well. What else? Well, I'd only say one thing. If you ever have an emulator, this game is really worth a pick up. If you ever own a SEGA Mega Drive. Now, can I just pause this because the phone's ringing? Okay, I'm back. Never mind the phone thing. Don't mind that. Anyway, there's another good thing about this game I'm going to mention. One last thing is the ability to take taxis to different locations, which is really handy if you want to get to somewhere fast, although it is the only means of transport you have in the game. So that's about it, and yeah, there's also a map there. That's about it then, I can say. I'm not really good at doing reviews, but I'll leave you with this. If you have an emulator, download this game by all means. You will really enjoy it if you're into them puzzle mystery action games. My next review is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog Trilogy. Now that'll be a good one to look forward to. So stand by and I will get to the Sonic video as soon as possible. Goodbye.